Flippin' heck. I hope this wasn't a bad idea. Anything, any upgrades? What can we do?
What can I do for you?
That is a good question. What can you do for me? Okay, so I have to unlock the ability to get random passive skills with 100 blood, but then once I have, I can just buy them with money, which is great because I often have a lot of money left over. So I think I am going to do this. I'm going to get one. Defensive maneuvers gain 1 energy after every 12th stance played. And if you got, if you got 4 in stock, I'll take 4 for 100 each. But the price is going up. So let's hold off on there for just a second. We may still come back and get another one. I do like the idea of actually spending my money on something. I think the Master Arms can really do much for us still. Although we have got some more fragments there. Do we want to remove a card or get a new card? Oh yeah, this was the thing I was talking about. Marcus first hand. But that's so expensive. So no. Blacksmith.
The blacksmith is...
I guess if we buy... So this is showing us we've got 2 of these. If we buy a third... If we got 2 of all of these, is that right? So I guess... we'll buy 1 of each, and then we can just do some combining. Combine, 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 combine. What did I actually get out of all that though? Oh, now I've got to go through and look at them all. Heal for 7 hit points after every combat. At the end of each turn, deal 1 hit for 7 damage to all enemies. I mean, I think they're going to be struggling to find something better than that. I suppose the heal, I don't necessarily need the heal. We could swap the heal out. I do like the hitting all enemies for 7. Every 2 turns, all enemies deal minimum damage. I mean, that's good. Increase max hit points. My hit points are okay though at the moment. Retaliate. Another heal. Wait, heal for 7. Okay. Reduce max hit points of all enemies by 3%. Gain armor. Yeah. I don't think so.
The blacksmith is...
Can we buy... No. The exchange is random, I think, and then we don't have enough for that. Okay, so that's fine. Done. Healing. How are we doing for potions? Whoops, not that one. Got 2. I could spend another 100 on another one. Don't need to rest. That's good, we can do that after this area. I could even buy another. Is that too many? You know what? No. Let's get slightly more than not enough, and let's go back and get 1 more passive from the seamstress. What were the other things that we can spend blood on? Is, yeah, increasing XP gain. Random passive. Oh, I guess they don't... At the end of the run, right, every 100, is it coins that we haven't spent turn into golden coins, which we can spend at the scientist? But I'm still going to do this. Slayer, start every combat with 3 additional cards. Okay. Alright. We've spent all our money. So, onwards. Boss to the right, we're going left. Oh, candle's out. Not so sure about wandering around here with no candle. That is somewhere where we can get another one as well, so light one up. Juggernaut. If all its hit miss the enemy, it will deal double the number of hits in the next turn. It's damn jeez. I'm not sure I faced him before. Oh, and this guy's bad news as well. He hits really hard. Ooh, this could be a rough fight. Okay, damage is buffed. 2 hits coming in. We'll get 1 for free. So technically we only need to do this, but if we do insight before it, we'll get 2 block next turn. But I think I'm better doing this. Oh my goodness. These guys are scary. 4 hits. I got 1. This will give me 2. Oh god, but every time I don't let him hit me once. He just keeps upping. Yeah, he's gotta die. He's gotta die quickly. Or we just do this. Can everybody be stunned? They can. I just want to draw some cards. Wow. See, next turn we might get pure luck. Which would probably be enough to finish him off and give us 2 block. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. And we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Yikes. Well, we have Excalibur. do not have the card that gives us more energy in there. But if we do this, we will get one more energy. So we could do double pain with Storm of Blades and then play this for the energy. One hit point? No, okay, it went off again. Good. Always scares me. So we're taking one hit, but that's fine because we've got 3 cards, so we'll get a block. Okay. And then that. Ooh. That could have gone badly. Deep breath, gain 1 block, next turn draw 1 additional card with its cost reduced by 1. Deal 3 hits for 50% damage to random enemies. Gain 5 armor for every distinct enemy hit. Power blow, 1 hit for 750% damage. Draw 2 cards less next turn. I'm fine with the loss of card draw. Although more block, we're better erring on the side of more block, because if we have like a lot of block and we just end up playing block on a turn, that's fine because it just increases our attack multiplier. So more block is good. Take the cracked gar, continue, and the provider.
Hello, traveller. I've been thinking we could use some helping hands to carry our wares. Could I ask you to keep an eye out for people who might be able to help us during our journey?
Sure. Oh. Right, you're the yeah, them.
Her voice suddenly becomes cold as ice.
That's the wrong question.
I know that name. He kept saying that our journey is pointless, that we're heading for certain death, serving people we've never even seen. At some point, everyone was sick of him and our men were on edge, tired, starving. They threatened him, saying that if he didn't stop, he'd be the next meal. Same night, he left his spear behind and disappeared, and we haven't heard from him since.
I wonder why.
She starts rummaging for something in her bags. Here, that's the spear. I've no use for it, and frankly, the further away you take this token of disgrace, the better.
Okay. Choose 1 out of 4 random consumables. Do we want to buy supplies? Sure, we'll do it once.
I guess sharing some of these things can't hurt. Here, take a look.
I guess. Sure. I don't love the items. The items in this game don't feel super essential. Maybe I just need to upgrade the scientist a bit. Okay, is the... Oh, Pied Piper. Yeah, I kind of want to change my flute. I'm not a big fan of the flute that I got right now. So... Ooh, bloody hell though. 7 attacks. Okay, that 7 attacks are not good for my build. I really need the stun everybody one, which I don't have. This is pretty rough. We could fully charge our ultimate and then use it. My god, is there a limit to the number of cards we can have in hand? I feel like if we do that, we'll be drawing out basically our entire deck. Oh my god, these guys. Do it. Okay, lots of cards, 5 energy. You really buy consumables? Have a price for what most of them do. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know whether it's the better once you have upgraded them with the scientists, but... Okay, here's what we're looking for. Stunning Shout. And everybody has negative armor, so we'll work on everybody. Okay, it gives us a little bit of breathing room. Although not much. I've got so many cards, it's kind of hard to see what the best thing to do would be. That costs 3, so that's not... 21 to 30. Multiplied by 3 would be 61 to 90. So yeah, small strikes is more efficient than that one. Quick counter should be good. Duplicate the next stance card. Duplicate the next card played. I wonder if we reduce the armor of everybody since we're about to unload on them. We might not need to duplicate it because we've already got... Although if we duplicated pure luck... Would that be worth it? 66 to 100. So 130 to 200. Probably is the best. Okay, sure. I'll use Refreshing Breeze. We get next turn 1 card more and increases cost by 1, okay. I'm wondering if we would have just been better playing that. Well, no, probably not. That is all we can do. God. Well, at least they're not all attacking this turn. Mystic Gamble. Okay, increased our attack. I guess we... I guess we stun one. We're still getting hit there. I guess we could... what can we even do? We could put 2 block up and 40 barrier. Actually, that would protect us. Or we can stun and 40 barrier, which I think is equivalent. Sage and stun. Yeah. I just worry we're going to get into a kind of... We're just going to be on the defensive the whole time. But yeah. At least we've got the passives. 2 for 57 to 69. Jeez. Okay. Oh, you know what? We might even have to use the last charge of Excalibur. Really? On a non-boss? Okay, that and that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that. Well, I can double pain and block. Oh, I'm just perpetually on the defensive. We offer 25% damage. God. I really want to use... 3 of these guys is rough. It's rough. Just not convinced I can... Two, 3, 4, 5. I guess Refreshing Breeze with double pain and block. And we do then block everybody's attacks. But then I'm passing up using Excalibur. Sure. That. Let's try and do it without Excalibur. Oh, God. Might have been a mistake. lord. Okay. We could insight and then do this for an energy and a bunch of cards. Probably makes sense. Okay, stunning shout. Yay. Oh, except he doesn't have negative armor. Okay, so I do need to do that. Oh, I could have done that. That's fine. It's fine. Fine. 34 to 51. It's a total of 75. It's just more damage spread out between them. So let's do that. Okay, good. I got rid of him as well. You're beating all consumables for block and reduce damage. Yeah. Oh god, Jesus. This guy. Earlier turn. This guy needs to die. Or be stunned, I suppose. 88 to 133. He's got 50 armor now. That would help with that. We have to stun him or kill him. Probably not going to be able to kill him because of his armor. Stun him though. Ah, not using Fist of Stone feels like a waste. What's going on with the passives? Okay. It's not going to be enough, is it? He's still going to have 25% armor. I'm assuming... Well, what is the preview showing me here? No, yeah. Not going to kill him. So, stun. And I guess double block. What's in our draw pile? Oh, just attacks. Yeah. Double block. Okay, at least we didn't actually get hit. Alright. Really want to kill him. 4 hits for 33 to 50 to random enemies. Really want to do something about his flipping armor. What's that doing? 18 to 27. It's not enough! Wait, we've got this. Let's use that. Hang on. We can get the benefit of chain. Okay, I've got 1 block now, so I'll have 2 block up. We will take damage. But hang on. $29 to $44 twice. Yeah, that is not guaranteed to kill. $29 to $44 3 times would be. So we could do Storm of Blades, and then oh, but that reduces the damage. I don't know how that's going to end up. Am I going to end up with enough to kill him or not? Okay, we... yeah, let's do this. 5! Okay, do that. Then we can kill with that. And then we'll do that for an energy. Gain a block. I'll do it. Oh, down to 2 of them. I hate these guys. Okay, 2 attacks. That's not so bad. Okay, we can stun that one. So we will do that. Small strikes. We might as. What's he gonna do? Buff? I don't know what he does when he buffs. Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's do this and get 2 block next turn and boost our ultimate meter. Oh my god, okay. He needs to die now. 124 to 1. Not quite, because he's boosted his armor. I need to steal Eater, but I can't steal Eater and Pure Lock. I've got 2 block there. I'm fine. I'm fine. This gives me, yeah, this gives me more anyway. So, okay, fine. We didn't kill him. Sorry, can live with that. 4 block. 5 block. And it's dead anyway. Okay. Let's screw it up now. Stun a random enemy. Okay, well, preparation. For energy. Duplicate the next. Okay, so can we do just duplicate that. Make sure. You know what? I think we can finish him off. Oh, we could have finished him off if we had any attack cards. But we don't. So, yay. I can reposition, I suppose. Let's take a block first, though. And then reposition. And one hit for 27 to 41. 86 to 55, done. Fresh meat, deal 1 hit for 120% damage. For every enemy killed by this card, permanently increase your maximum hit points by 2. Get 1 block for each enemy alive. Draw 1 card, it costs 0 energy this turn. Light counter. Let's take counter. If you have 12 ultimate charges, start each turn with +2 energy. Ooh. Draw 1 additional card after every 4th is played. Whenever your energy is higher than 3, increase the damage you deal. It's not usually. Yeah, let's take Vigor. Let's get our charges up to the top and leave them there. Okay, Pied Piper, give me a better pipe.
I can.
Increase everyone's armor, increase everyone's damage, gain blocks. This is yours, isn't it, AJ? Where is it? Gain 2 blocks. Can be used once per combat. Yeah, that feels better. Okay, we've got a spare slot, so what's going to go in there? God, I've got so much. Only flute you think of using? Draw 1 card. Yay for the block flute. Alright. Target gains plus 100% damage and loses 50 armor this turn. I mean, that could be good if nobody's planning on attacking me, or even if they are, I suppose. If I need to finish somebody off. Let's take that. Okay. Back. Wait, did we go over here? We didn't. Get a weird candle. Back over here. Okay, I feel like we need a weird candle. This place is dangerous. Oh bloody hell. Okay. Immune to stun. Every turn he increases his damage. And he attacks me lots of times. Okay, I don't mind high single damage as long as I've got some block. Yeah, these two are the problem. Okay, we can stun somebody with that. Not him. Stunning is not an option against him. I can stun somebody with that. 10 barrier. Okay, we're going to hit you and stun you. Insight and double block does not block everybody. Could use the flute now. Or I just fully charge. Doesn't give me any benefit now. I don't think. What was the wording on it? Actually, that would give me block. I don't want to use it. I want it to sit up there and give me more energy. Wait, where was that passive? Mad. Was it not a passive? I'm going mad. Oh, there's some hidden ones? Why are they hidden? Show me all the passives. Start each turn with +2 energy. Okay, you know what? Fully charging it. We're leaving it there for next go. We're doing this now. Still counter, that's annoying. Okay, preparation. Now we have 5 energy every turn. That is much better, just as long as I don't forget and use that. Prep. We've got 2 block, we need to block 5. But I can, this becomes much more playable now. But we could insight with block for 2 more. Insight and block, then we play attack, and then we don't have 3 cards, so we're 1 short. So yeah, let's just do that. Deal 1 hit. Maybe I should be getting him down. You know what? I should be getting him down first. Other than he's got 10 armor, but I can't stun him. And his hit points are lower. And he does multiple attacks, which is more likely to break my defenses. So him. And then insight for next turn. And then I guess there's no reason not to play those anyway. Oh shit, no, of course there is. Insight for next turn. Frick. Alright. 4 attacks. Mystic Gamble. Stunning shot. We need to reduce somebody's armor down now. 24 to 4. So how much exactly is it reducing it? Somewhere between 24 and 37? I guess it's still best to do it on him. Yes, okay. And now we can stun everybody except... Oh, no, we can't stun him because he's friggin' immune to stun. Oh, shoot. I'm better doing 40 barrier. If I just do 40 barrier, I have one block, which blocks his attack. He then hits me, and I'm probably alright. It's a bit close. It might break my barrier. Oh, did it break my barrier? I think it might have done. Do want to use Excalibur if I can avoid it. Counter, 1 block for every enemy alive. Perfect. 43 to 64, or that. Yeah, that we want to focus on him. Attacks 50 to 75, 66 to 100. That kills. I have 2 energy left, and we can stun everybody else. No, we can't stun him. But I've got 2 block. Actually, I'm fine. I don't need to do anything. I can just attack. 3 hits for 8 to 12. What's this do? Yeah, it's fine. Double pain with small strikes. Attacks. Preparation. Duplicate the next card played. Okay, so we'll do that with that. Insight and deep breath. Two attacks. So let's do this so that I get 2 block next turn as well. And then we that. And that. And that. I've actually got 1 energy left. I could even draw some more cards. Sure. Fist of Stone. God, he's back up to 75 armor. For how long? 25 for 2 turns, 25 till the end of combat. Okay, so I should reduce his armor. Do what I can to reduce it. Oh, Jesus. 4 attacks. I need 5 block. Do this and then we duplicate block. Oh, that's more than enough. Okay, preparation. Steel Eater. (91 to 136), 63 to 95. More energy, I can stun if this doesn't kill. Which it does. Okay. Oh. Okay, and as long as I end with 3 cards in my hand, I am safe from him every turn. And I don't need any block this turn. So we can do that. Storm of Blades. I think so. Small strikes. Against him, but he's only 1 attack, so that fine, he died anyway. This is now overkill, but sure. Chain attack. Let's duplicate double block and insight and double pain. That's fine. Storm of Blades. Okay. Whew. Meat! Oh no, now I've got meat. Okay, well. Random attack. Deal 1 hit for 150% damage to a random enemy. Stun a random enemy. Reduce a random enemy's armor by 50 this turn. Blade Fury. Deal 1 hit for 100% damage and chain. Raging Blade. Discard your hand and deal X hits for 75% damage. X is 1 for every card discarded. I quite like random attack. Cracked Nid. In weapon slot, for every point of unused energy, increase your damage by 100% next turn. I don't think I want to change what I've got, but that's pretty tempting. Okay, marketplace.
You see a ruined market cart by the side of the road. A man is desperately trying to arrange his wares on whichever surface of the cart is flat enough to hold them. As you approach him, he immediately announces,
My lord, I'm sorry. That's all I can give you this week.
"Who does he take you for?"
Okay, excellent. So I got 150, but I'll return 100. Let's return it.
The man looks confused, but who would argue with such a turn of events? He pockets the coins quickly.
Oh, I must have mistaken you for somebody else, kind sir.
He looks at you intently for a while.
But since you refused to take such a hefty sum, perhaps you'd be interested in helping me out. You see, I think I might have an idea on how to double, triple, or even quadruple my earnings. All I'd need is a tiny investment.
Oh dear.
I think I'd need around 5,000 coins to expand.
Before you have a
5,000
chance to
coins?
react, he waves his hand and continues.
No, don't worry. Doesn't have to be paid all at once. It can be an ongoing investment, but it's going to be worth it. I promise.
Is it now?
How much would you like to invest?
Oh my god. Sure. Take all my money. I'm sure it's not a dodgy scheme at all. Am I literally going to give him all my money? I might as well. I don't know how often I'm going to see this guy. I guess maybe we save him once we get up to 5,000 or something. I don't know. Or maybe he comes to our village. We still need a Candlemaker in the village. We have a shop as well. No, I don't. Well, I got no money. I'm sorry. I gave you all my money. I can't buy anything from you anymore. Oh no, 2 of these again. Oh, and Hemi deals more hits with every hit. It's bad. Stunning shot. Gets everybody. And we're definitely opening with that. We want to get up to maximum on here as quickly as possible. So I'm tempted to play as many of these cards as I can. Let's do this, that gives us 2 next go anyway. Refreshing Breeze. Do Sage and reposition. It does give us a little breathing room. Okay, Mystic Gamble. Is that just armor for this turn? That's alright. And so many attacks. Okay, guess we stun you. guess we're going to attack. Or we could play that. He does attack him well, although getting him to attack him is actually kind of bad. So yeah, let's... God. Okay, insight with last resort does block everything, but it means I've got basically no energy next go. And does the enemy to the left reset hits after a stun? No, he doesn't. He resets after, I think after his attack. Is that right? I think maybe after he's attacked, he resets to his normal. That's another enemy that resets after a stun. This will stun a random enemy. Yeah, that's right. Can do this and we're safe. We're then up to 10 of 12. I guess we can block as well, up to 11 of 12. Then next turn though, we lose 50 armor if we don't play this. Although, as long as we can block, it's alright. We're only going to have 1 energy next turn. That's, yeah, that could be really... That could be really bad. So let's do that. Stunned him, okay. And then play... Oh god, we're going to lose 50 R. I don't see any way around it. It didn't quite break my thing. Okay, 2 hits this turn. Okay, we can handle that. Preparation. Yes. Oh, 3 hits. That's fine. Counter does it, and we're up to 12. Ooh, okay. Should help. 7? What? No. No, 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 no. No. That can't happen. Oh, friggin' A. 5 energy. You have to be stunned. New shiny flute, thank you. Thank you, that's a good point. I might have to use that. We'll insight with block. So we're going to end up with 3 block, which is not enough. But... Stormer Blades. Oh god, why didn't it kill him? Okay, new shiny flute. Although I'm not sure how shiny it is being wooden, but 4 block is what we need. And the dangerous one is dead. Okay, good. Okay, do that. Okay, 1 hit incoming. So if I keep the cards, I don't even have to bother about blocking it. Let's reduce your armor. Which probably should have done that given he's got more hit points, but whatever. Haven't I ever polished my wood? I couldn't possibly comment. 1 block this turn, 1 block next turn. I like the sounds of that. Although I might like the sounds of... Well, no, we've got plenty of energy. Let's do that with that and that. Whoa, okay. Reduce damage of all enemies not played, lose 1 energy next turn, that's fine. You'll 1 hit, duplicate the next card played. So we'll hit, stun and reduce the armor of that one with this card. Seems like a pretty good deal. Yeah, I can lose the energy next go, that's fine. I could reposition, try and draw another attack card now. Let's do that. I think he'll be dead. Will he be dead? Yeah, he's dead. Okay, quick attack. 1 hit for 100% damage and draw 1 card. Piercing strike, reduce the enemy's armor by 50 and damage by 10% for the next 5 turns. Trap. This turn gain 50 armor and stun every enemy that hits you. Kind of don't want enemies to hit me though, so... Armor reduction is... still a useful thing. It does, yeah, because it does make it easier. If an enemy's got high armor, if we can get it below 0, then I can stun it. Although I like the draw on this. Don't know. Take that. Agility. Each combat reduce the energy cost of the first stance card you play to 0. Increase the maximum damage you deal by 6. Whenever your energy is higher than 3, increase the damage you deal by 200%. Well, yep, because that's the state we want to spend most of the battles in now. Ancient gravestones.
The cemetery is not a place you should linger.
Loot the
It
graves.
certainly isn't an honourable thing to do.
1 Stagfather's Charm, 1 Warding Law, okay. We already have the Warding Law equipped, is that right? No, we don't. Okay, we swapped it out. Meat is 5 hit points, we don't really need that. Let's put the Warding Law in instead. Okay, onwards. We good with this candle? I guess we are. Headhunter, can add useless cards to my deck and temporarily reduce my energy. Spawns totems and buff and attacks me 4 times, which is annoying. Create barriers. Okay. Well, we're going to start by stunning you then. Actually, should have looked at all my cards first. Don't need to block, there's only one hit coming in. We'll play that though, we need to start getting the ultimate meter up. Oh god. Okay. And again, 2 blocks. Mystic Gamble. Okay, increases armor. Stun all enemies with no or negative armor. That doesn't help me, unfortunately. Okay, let's focus on that. We're gonna have 3 blocks. Well, let's just put a little barrier up. Okay, attacking everybody for 50. Cards less next turn. Well, we just need 2 block. We'll get 1 anyway, so strictly we don't need to do this. We could also stun. He's immune to stun. He is not. Let's stun him. And as long as we keep 3 cards, we're going to get 1 block. Or flute and focus attacks. Let's do that. Okay. He actually helped me out there. Okay, lots of attacks though. Although not for much. I don't really want to duplicate that, otherwise I'll lose 2 energy next turn. So let's just do that. And is that enough? Yeah, the barrier takes some of it. Small strikes. That and that. Okay. Fight might even be over by the time we get up to 12. I really want to see a perk now that gives me, that helps me get that energy up faster. I guess we'll do, well, actually we don't even need to block. So oh, but it would have got my energy up to 12. Ah, it doesn't matter, it's over. He's dead. And we hit 12. Double pain. Duplicate the next card played. Deal 1 hit for 550% damage and cleave or prep. I do quite like this once I've got my energy up. It will be useful. So let's take that. Criteria. Countess, hello. Aww, what a lovely couple.
Together. They look like a pair of teenagers in love. They smile at your approach.
Thank you for bringing us together, friend. Getting to finally meet her was the best day of my life.
She looks happy, but her expression turns deadly serious as she stands up and comes closer to you.
We have some unfinished business, don't we? Deal's a deal. Here, anything else you might need?
Nice. Okay, give up hit points for runestones. For a mythical runestone. Not 50 hit points. Although I wonder if that woman who is looking for a runestone needs one of the mythical ones. I don't even know if we'd see her. I don't really want to lose 50 hit points, so nope. I'm good. Thank you, Countess. Okay, we are going to need to probably light another candle. Who is here? Rune Carrier, okay. Who is over here? Anybody of interest? There is somebody there. It's one of those, I think it's one of those bear beasts. So, I don't know, I'm not sure that I want to do it without a candle, do I? Yeah, I was thinking that. Is that Manasse? She told me never to come back. So... But surely she needs saving. I've got to save everybody. Yeah. Let's light a candle and go. Try and do the next two fights quickly with a candle. Yeah, these things... Juggernaut. Oh, God. No, these things are bad, right? Double the number of hits next turn if it doesn't hit me. And him dealing more hits as well. Oh, this is not looking good. Come on, where's my stun? Stunning shot. Stunning shout. We'll stun everybody apart from him. That seems like a good thing to do. We will not reduce his armor by enough. Nope, that won't help either. Okay, so we're not going to be able to do that, but that's okay because we're going to get one block anyway. So, stunning shout stuns those three. See, I want to play as many of these as possible to get this up quickly, but I also want to be hitting him because maybe I reduce the armor. So every hit is going to be doing more. Oh, I don't like the random enemies thing though, because if it hits, well, yeah, if it hits him. Duplicate the next card. We could duplicate Steel Eater. Let's do that, and then that's a kind of compromise between getting his armor down and putting one more tick on this, I guess. Insight and then double pain. Should quadruple a card if I have enough energy. Yeah. I don't think it quadruples it. I think it just triples it. I think. God, this is escalating fast. Got one more charge on Excalibur. I can gain 2. Well, flute, I suppose. Gain 2 block here. We will stun the one doing the most damage. It's not going to help though, is it? We get 3 block if we don't attack anyone. If we use the flute, we get 5 block. Which is in theory enough to block everybody unless our retaliate thing hits him. Which you just know it's gonna. And I guess... I also want to play this to get this up. I also want to be hitting just to kind of hurry up and get these things dead. Oh, God, all of these 3 enemies are bad. Should I just use Excalibur? It's such a waste, though. It's such a waste. I guess if we're not going to have 3 cards left, we might as well play Refreshing Breeze as well. So screw it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, it's just the resetting of my attack multiplier is the main sucky thing. Oh God, freaking hell. Give me 4 times each. Four times each. 3. I can insight and double block. Yeah, insight, double block. Regular block is free. And then I can random attack. That could make things worse. Although it's going to stun somebody. And there's a 50-50 chance it stuns one of these. 40 barrier, I mean, really, is just not gonna cut it. Okay. Reposition. Mystic Gamble. Armor would probably be good right now. Okay, good. Yeah, the reduced damage consumable, the smoke bomb. That is definitely an option. I'm going to use a heal now. What we got? I'm going to have at the moment 4 block. Or I use preparation. If I use, no, I should use preparation because that then gets this up to 12, and then we're just in a much better place. So. Did we not lose our damage multiplier? Why is that still saying 310%? Did something else happen? I don't know. Oh well, okay. 8 for 13 to 17. That's pretty bad. But 207 to 311 with cleave. Don't mind if I do. And then 3 hits coming in. Which is that doing? 31 to 47. It's actually probably not worth it. Just do that. Oh, I probably had enough block anyway. Your luck. But probably not on him though. Oh, okay. 86 to 129. They're both 86 to 129. 90 to 136. Alright, well, 16 to 24. Hang on. Hang on a minute. I might actually want to use this up. I might want to use that up. That will kill. We get 3, so we still have something coming in. Let's just use this now. Gives us some energy, which gives us what we need to finish him off. Hopefully. Preparation. 19 to 29, yep. And then we'll just hit you as well. God, what was that? Candle's decent, so it must have been a good thing. Alright. Much better. Is he gonna split? I can't just one-shot him, can I? No, okay. know, I should be fine, but just in case, let's put Sage up. I don't have my 5 energy anymore, so... would Berserker Potion have been lethal to the 2 attackers? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, you're right. I do need to think about using that on them as a way to boost my damage, right? Double block 1 this turn, 1 next turn. Yeah, let's not worry about this too much. Let's just do that and that. It's more than I need, but it's good for next turn. And just hit you with that. And probably Storm of Blades. And attack. And could draw some cards. Yeah, let's just try and finish him off. Level 20. Reach level 20 with the Pathfinder. Achievement unlocked. Okay, human liver Wyrdness mushroom. Small blessing. Draw 1 card. It costs 0 energy this turn. Try to stun the enemy 50% chance and deal 1 hit for 125% damage. Deals double damage to stunned enemies. I don't like the 50% chance. But I guess it's still a hit for 125% even if it doesn't stun. And next turn increase your damage. I actually like this as a way to help us get up to 12 ultimate charges faster. Because this is a cheap stance card. And if we draw a stance card and it's free. So I'm going to take that. Okay, ambush. Whenever you draw an additional card, reduce armor of all enemies by 5 until the end of combat. When you have less than 9 ultimate charges, gain 1 additional charge from playing stances, or double the energy gained from your ultimate ability. This one. Anything that gets us to 12 faster is great. Okay. Manasse.
I thought we made a pact.
We did. But I asked for a blessing last time and you gave me one, so maybe again?
Maybe you could be of some use.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Oh, no, not the thing that I thought of. Okay, yeah, we have to do this fight thing. And that's quite bad. Holy. I need my big stun. I don't have it. Oh, crud. Oh boy. Stun a random enemy. I can't remember what happens with the Wyrdness mushroom. Let's stun a random enemy. Okay. Still 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. We are not going to be able to block them all. Okay. Well, I guess we play Jeez, I don't know. Shave off a little bit of the damage, but... oh, I shouldn't have taken this fight. Remember, Manasse fight is hard. God, and our block is going to be used up on this one, which is kind of useless. Okay, we're going to be using the flute, I guess. So, insight with deep breath, refreshing breeze, and block, flute, reposition. Oh yeah, at least we've got that new ability, so we do get up here faster now. Did I actually manage to not get hit? Maybe I did. Oh, bloody hell. Stunning shout. Yes. Oh, yes. Definitely. Alright. We want to do insight, so we're up to 12. And then 8 to 13 to random enemies. Yeah, so we'll do that. Who is now lowest? You are. So we'll do that on you. And next go will be at 5 energy, which will be at least a little bit of a better situation to be in. Marginally. Okay, 117 to 176. So... most problematic one is really this one. Don't want to waste it on that. We want to do it on... I guess you? Fine. Doesn't matter whether I play it or let the block come from the passive. I'm gonna have 3 blocks, so they're blocked, and I'm taking 9 damage. Sure. I'm losing my multiplier. But it... okay. Something keeps happening to bump it back up, though. It's not as much of a disaster as it could have been. Okay. Chain attack, duplicate the next card played. Draw a card, it costs 0 energy. Yeah, let's do that. Steel Eater. So we can duplicate chain attack. Although, yeah, I'm not sure it's worth it. We just want to kill... that. Next one is duplicated. it's not going to make much difference, really. I guess we stun the one that's doing multiple attacks. And then we double block. We get an extra defense from our 3 cards. I've got a passive for when my ability energy... Oh, that's right, yeah. Plus 200% damage, that's right. One of these many ones, right? Yeah, whenever your energy is higher than 3, increase the damage you deal by 200%. Right, so yeah, so when we're in this mode, we really want to be doing these first. We will stun you. Sage. Shouldn't matter, let's just reduce your armor. Okay. I think that kills, but we can do both, so... Okay. Oh, it's sad when you're at level 20 and you don't actually
Maybe
get anything.
you're not hopeless.
I'm not. But what do I want? XP's no good. Wyrdstones? I've got loads of Wyrdstones, and you're only offering me 50. Wealth? I mean, I suppose wealth gives us the golden coins and stuff. Restore full health. You know what? Let's take the wealth.
Take it then and...
You actually gave me 375. Okay. Cool. Right, let's go quick while our candle is lit. Oh, Jesus. Bloody hell. Okay. Crippling attack. Oh, wait. No, that's not my... It's the one... Oh, I don't have it. Well, I want to stun the one who's going to do multi-attacks. Oh, God. Okay, insight, block. Get this up as quick as we can. Insight and last resort. Or actually no, one last resort, insight with double block. So we only need 5 block. Insight, double block. And then reposition to get up to 12. Okay. This guy needs to die. 120 to 180, 138 to 207. And I've only got 3 energy. Oh, it didn't kill him. Got 2 block there. Will this kill him? 33 to 50. Yes. Okay. Alright, so we're blocking these guys, we're fine. Probably want to take out him next. Operation. Sage. Small strikes. Actually, if we do stunning shot first. Oh wait, we've got no. We've got no block, do we? We actually need to stop here. Okay. Do insight, double pane, storm of blades. I like that. Should go off a lot of times. And again. Shouldn't that have gone off one more time? Crippling attack. Oh, you're not attacking, so... Focused on him. Okay. Skullcracker, 268 to 402. Oof. But with 75 armor, it's not. Alright, let's do that. Now that. No, even that's still not enough. Oh my god. Blade next turn, lose 1 energy. Well, I guess we do it anyway. We will have the 1 block that we need. Attack from that. Assuming that's... no, that's not enough, is it? So let's do piercing strike first. And then chain attack. Still not enough. And then this. Ah, oh, feels wasted on him. Actually, maybe it is. Because we only need 1 block again. So let's do it on him. And he's dead anyway. Okay, so as long as we got 1 block, we're good. So we can just do that. And that. And he's dead. Another warding law. Okay. I don't really know what the mushroom does, so let's swap in the warding law. Stan. So many runestones. Okay, Rune Carrier.
Hello again, stranger.
Hello.
Gold for runestones. How about it?
Can I sell mine to you? I guess you can help me. You can help me complete them, can't you? I take 1 of those and 1 of those. How many have you got in stock? You got 2 of those in stock. Oh, I've lost track of how many I've got now. bought you out. I hope you're happy. Runestones, what can we merge now? So the cracked Grail, which is currently in our sword, every turn reduce the armor of all enemies by 5. Polished Grail, every turn reduce the armor of all enemies by 8. Cracked Gaifu, which is in the weapon slot. If you played 3 or less cards in a turn, deal 1 hit for 15. One hit for 25. Nice. Do that one. Do that one. Any others? I think that's it. Do we want to swap out this? If you play 3 or less cards in a turn, deal 1 hit for 15. The first hit in a turn has 10% lifesteal. Really? The first hit in a turn has 10% lifesteal, so I can heal myself back every turn. That seems super good. Although, do I want to swap it for that? This is the other option once I'm up at 5 energy. It's not using energy on a turn and then next turn doing huge amounts of damage. Surely we must have an upgrade for heal for 7 hit points after every combat. End of the turn, deal 1 hit for 7 damage to all enemies. You'd either swap for Polished Calc, 2 free cards in the first turn. Yeah, I've got loads of cards in the first turn though. I've already got a passive that gives me extra cards in the first turn. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't share your love for the Polished Calc, or for the Calc in general, I guess. I just like the ones that give you like benefits throughout the fight and not just on the first turn. The max damage every 2 turns is a good option as well. Oh, the idea of being able to heal myself during combat though. Although health is okay. So, you know what? I'm just going to stick with what I got. I've upgraded some of the ones that were in there anyway, so stick with that. This looks like a Candlemaker. Can I get there without fighting that? Almost certainly not. Or maybe I can.
Choking stench
Maybe I
of
can.
tallow permeates the air.
Come to my village.
The Candlemaker's house stands alone within the Wyrdness, the inquisitive tendrils held at bay by dozens of flickering weird candles. There are many grisly tales about candlemakers who secretly made their candles out of people they were supposed to protect. Inside, the Candlemaker leans heavily on his cast iron mold, barely managing to stay awake.
So fast! Oh, why do they burn out so fast? Oh, perhaps if I... No, I may need both later.
It takes a while for him to notice you.
The candles aren't snuffed out, are they? You're not one of the weird spawn. Doesn't matter. I can't sell you any anyway. I barely make enough to keep myself alive out here.
To my village, yeah.
It doesn't take much to convince him.
Awesome.
Lead the way. I'd like to be in a place where I don't have to use all my goods myself. And where the ingredients to make them are easier to obtain.
His last words almost make you regret your decision.
No killing anybody to make your candles. The thing is obscured by the achievement pop-up, so I guess I get candles or something in my village now. Alright. Speaking of which, my candle's just gone out. Is there any reason to fight this roaming warband here? Is there anybody there with it? Can't really see. We've got one candle left. I am tempted just to go for the boss. In fact, that is what we're going to do. This is the boss, right? Yeah, not the treasure guardian. Okay, go. Let's do this. Oh, and it's a duel situation. I can't remember what happens in a duel situation. Do I get an extra energy? Actually, it's probably, I guess, because it's active. Maybe you fight a single enemy, gain +1 energy at the start of each turn. Okay, good. All right, it's not doing anything. Let's get cranking. So armor, okay, didn't need that, but fine. Let's try and pump this up. Reduce the cost of one random card by 1 next go. We should save this for the true boss if we can. We could duplicate a small blessing. Actually, playing this. No, sorry, we're not duplicating that. Wait, it's the next stance card played. You like that passive? Also applies to the last enemy standing in battles. Yes, yeah. I wasn't sure about that at first, and yeah, it's like, oh, that's definitely handy then. Okay, what are we duplicating? Are we duplicating energy? No, we're not. We're duplicating this. And we're gonna do that. Get that armor down. He's also now stunnable. Deal a hit. Deal a hit. Refreshing breeze. Let's deal. Yeah, it's better. And done. What does he actually do? Oh, summons. Oh. Well, that's no good. Don't summon stuff. Okay, we're nearly at 12 anyway. Okay, so insight, double block. We can play one more card and still fully block. So let's do that. Okay, everybody's having a think. We've got 5 energy. That's a good hit. Oh, actually don't need to stun this turn. Is it worth getting... What cards have they got? Fist of Stone, that's a good card. Double Pain. Discard my hand, draw 4, and Crippling Attack. And this guy is stunnable as well, so him having Crippling Attack is a bit annoying. So I don't know, do we try and kill? Or do we go for this one? That's a big hit and reduces armor. Or do we just focus him? No, let's get rid of... 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 useful this go, but still good for the damage. Move my chat window a little bit, and then I can see my energy at the same time. Although you guys can't see my energy because it's behind my camera. A good place in this game to put a camera that doesn't block something. One thing I liked about Griftlands is the devs had a UI option for streamers that kind of shuffled things over and made like a clear space in the UI where the streamers could put the webcam. Yeah, it'd be cool if more devs did that. Alright, 4 attacks. So you need to be stunned. And we will chain attack. Steel Eater. God. Okay. Which card do we want back? Probably that one. What's this? It's actually a decent hit. $77 to $266. Okay, let's get that one back. 2 energy left. So I can't play both. Okay, so I guess we do that one. Extra damage. Next go. This go. Holy crap. Okay, we need to block that then. Stun. That guy keeps boosting his friggin' armor. Okay, Steel Eater. Let's try and get that down. Sage. Yeah, we're keeping this for the true boss, if we can. If we have to use it here, we will, but we'll try and avoid it. Okay, so we'll duplicate the next ability. Attack, it's not going to stun. That's got chain. Don't need to block. So we want to do as many attacks as we can. So, attack, attack, crippling attack, quick counter. And just in case I don't get any block next go, maybe we should do this now. One block next turn. Okay. 3 attacks, but as long as we keep 3 cards, we're okay. 1 hit for that and cleave. Oh, but his armor's up again. $78 to 117. Hang on, can we do anything to reduce his armor? We can boost his damage. That doesn't really matter though, does it? As long as we've got the block. It's a slightly scary thing to do, but we're gonna do that. Hang on, how can I choose? Can I choose the target? Or is it gonna be on me? I guess either way it doesn't matter. Can't. There we go, alright. Okay, reduce your armor. Never goes down by as much as I think it should go down. Okay. But that should do more damage, which means the cleave damage is more. So we actually kill one of those guys. I could maybe have done random attack first. That might have reduced his armor as well. Do we want to do that, or do we want to do that? I think we want to do that. Okay. Stun a random enemy. Don't really need to. Oh, this. We need more armor reduction. Well, still not too shabby. Preparation. Oh god, yeah, that's doing almost nothing. Oh, I broke my chain. Shoot. It's worth stunning him. I don't know what he's going to do, whether he's going to summon again. Yeah, let's do it. The barrier's not that useful, so... Or attacks. But now there's only one of him. We've got 6 energy, so you can't see it, it's behind me, but 6 energy every turn now. So that's good. So it'll stun him. I'm so glad he's stunnable. We will attack. We will Storm of Blades. We'll, I guess, might as well reposition. And actually, we do that. Just run him in his arm by 50, by 25. So let's do that. One turn though. Okay, so there's actually not much benefit from that. Get back up again on his turn. Let's do this and duplicate that so we get 2 free cards. It's not going to stun him. But it's free. Attack. Duplicate the next stance card played. Now is he summoning? Oh, yes, Steel Eater. There we go. And we could reduce it even more with this. And then we can duplicate Pure Lock. Oh, 85. Love it. Yep, you guys have shown up too late. I hope. Your boss is dead. Tilo.
This feels like an echo of something that happened before.
Indeed. Let's take the heart. And now we have all 3 hearts. We could... Do we want to quickly do another fight? We've got a candle lit. All Mother's Altar. I was supposed to be doing something. Donating or something? Yeah, let's go. Oh, flipping heck. I hope this wasn't a bad idea. Ooh. Got no stun. Okay, well, Sage. Flipping heck, 8 attacks. Insight and block. We'll get 1 more block. I can get 2 more off this. So we're gonna have 5 block. So we're gonna get hit for the most 36. Do not like. Oh my god. I am kind of regretting taking this fight. I've still got no stuns. This is very bad. This is very bad. Insight. Deep breath. Block. Oh, oh my god, what am I going to be left with after this? Well, do I want to use my... Do I want to use this? Probably not. Let's work it out. I'm getting hit for, at worst, 12 plus 55. That's 67. 67 plus 48. 77, 87, 97, 107, 117, 115. And the best case is not going to be much less than that. I mean, I want Stunning Shout, and then I can stun them all. What do we get? I think I get 6 cards. 6 cards and 2 energy. Even like a, you know, one of these stuns. Get last resort. Oh god, I think I've got to do it. That's just too much damage to take. Stun a random enemy. Or last resort, 3 blocks. Could do double block as well. That gets me 4 blocks. Stun 1 enemy. That would be better if I did not have to give up an energy next turn. Usability, yeah. Usability for blocks, yeah. Yeah. Ugh. I think this is okay, because whichever one we stun, we're now up to 6 blocks. So even if we stun him, we're good. If we stun him, we're going to be up to 7 blocks. So let's do that. Okay. And it reduced armor as an added bonus. So yeah, it's worth doing, but flipping heck, I can't last in this for very long. Got to stun again. And we're gonna have a stun next go. Except no, it's not gonna work on him. This will also stun. Draw a card, it costs 0 energy this turn. I don't... well, other than building this back up, I don't really want to draw, because at least at the moment I know that I've got 2 stuns. I suppose I could draw 1. Insight and then double pain and then small blessing. Yeah, but if I do that and I draw 2, then I'm drawing both my stuns this turn, and I've already got a stun here and I've got a stun here. So I kind of want to leave some for next turn. But I also do need to rebuild this. Doing that twice would help with that. But I think I need to leave the stun, so we're going to do it once. We are going to stun you. need to start killing these things. And we need to kill this one first, so that when he has another one of his uber attacks, it gets blocked. Duplicate. Although now I should have maybe stunned him. Well, we're going to stun you anyway. And we can take one hit, so let's start killing. And then we'll do this to build up our thingy. But we need to leave these, so we've got one block for him. I mean, it will go on our barrier, but I'd rather not use the barrier if we don't have to. Although, also getting this up there as quick as possible is gonna be good. Oh no. We'll be able to stun both of these next go. So, that's fine. Okay, stunning shot. Unless we can we get his armor negative? No, we can't. No, we can't. And he's healing anyway. So, fine, he can go ahead and heal. Stun you two. Oh, shoot, I had piercing strike. Ah! Why was I just looking at these cards? Damn it. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. We want to 98 to 147. I know we want to build up our thingy, but I also need to take these guys out if I don't have stun next go, so I think we better use it on him. Okay, 4 attacks coming in. So insight and double block. And then block to get us up to 12, I think. Attack that does no damage, yeah. Okay, we can stun a random enemy, and either would be fine, I guess. Probably he would be better. But we've also got crippling attack, and we've got 5 energy now, so... On you... And, in fact, we're well clear. Got more than we need, so I guess we just do that. Yeah, this guy is definitely the most dangerous one, so let's take him out first. Lose 50% damage next turn if we don't play this turn. Can we kill? Wait, it's our next card. Oh, did I have the... I played these in the wrong order. Oh, we can go for it, but if we don't kill him... Oh, we got 5 energy. We got 5 energy. Go. Small strikes. Okay, good. Do that then. Don't need block. Don't need to do that. Duplicate that for next go. Replaying stun on a stunned enemy further reduces their armor. Oh, right, okay. So there is a value in doing stun multiple times. Okay. That's good to know. Thank you. We've already got a duplicate on... So... Let's just overkill. Okay, that was... Oh, God. Okay, that could have gone really badly. I thought I was going to die there at the beginning. All to go to the All-Mother's altar. Perform a ritual for our quest. Additional legendary card at the altar. Get 2 legendary cards. Yes,
the
sure.
priestess gazes at you with a black...
Pay 200. Yep.
She carefully counts.
All-Mother's Blessing, that's good, because I think I used up the other one. We get both. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay, well that will be helpful for sure. No, let's not get greedy. Let's not get greedy. Let's go back to the village. And let's do the odds and ends first. So, Seamstress. Here's your skin.
This is perfect, thank you. She knew exactly what I needed. And what for, didn't she?
With Stunning Shout, though, it's off. May or may not reduce armor depending on the stun card played after it, but I haven't worked out why. Oh, really? Okay.
But do you really want to know? It's a long story and a rather sad one, too.
Not really. What happens next? Yes, tell me everything.
At some point in this scattered timeline, the woman you met was one of the nobility. However, she never fit in with that crowd. The blood in her veins boiled. She was longing for adventure, love, and more authenticity than the platitudes of courtly life. But at some point, she was forced into a role she was expected to fulfill.
Her eyes glaze over, as if she's no longer looking at you, but at someone from the distant past.
This ended badly for everyone involved. Her husband demanded love, and her love was something she couldn't and didn't want to give. And with time, her heart broke. I couldn't sew it back together even though I tried, because she didn't want it anymore. But with a broken heart that refused to be cured, eventually came a broken mind. She became known for her cruelty. Some said she was obsessed with her beauty and youth. The truth is that she was obsessed with pain. There are legends of the pictures she painted with the blood of young women, and the baths where she soaked in their blood. The truth is this: she had so much love inside for other people that she couldn't silence all of the voices within. I appealed to those voices while trying to heal her. She couldn't silence them and still see good in the world, so she started to destroy everything in her reach. It was a scream of pain, muffled by the even louder screams of her victims. Now, I'm going to turn the piece of flesh you brought me into a fabric. That fragment of skin comes from someone who loved others so much that even the Wyrdness couldn't mute that feeling. Even after being turned into a beast, after becoming cursed with an insatiable lust for blood, this fabric, her skin, still longs for the touch of another person. And there's nothing that defines a human being more than this need. Since we need to help out another lady, the mother of spiders, We need a special thread. A thread to connect her body and mind and sew them together so that she doesn't risk being lured further into insanity by the Wyrdness. Knowing that nothing connects her to reality as much as beautiful garments, and having fabric woven from love and humanity, I can create something to keep her far from the reach of the Wyrdness. Now give me a moment. I need to prepare a gown worthy of her dreams.
She disappears for a moment and then comes back with the strangest dress you've ever seen.
Please, get it to her, and let's hope for the best.
Okay. I'm gonna leave and hopefully maybe it's saved there.
What can I do for you?
New options? Yeah, remove curses. Going back. I was going to be scrolling down here, wasn't it? Increase our XP gain. On each run, more max HP. More armor, more damage. Well, leveling faster is probably better, right? So let's do that. And what else? Oh, Candlemaker, of course.
Ah, good to see you. There's one more thing I forgot to tell you. This place right here is where I fill the molds. You're welcome to come by here at any time. But over there...
The Candlemaker points to a greasy, thick curtain shrouding the deeper parts of the house.
That's where the secret part of the process takes place. Do not go in there. Understand? Never. Under any circumstances.
What are you doing, you dodgy dude? So why can't I enter that other room? How do you make your candles? What's your story? Who are you? Tell me a story.
You know what? Prove that you treat my craft seriously. Then we'll talk.
Okay, attitude.
I won't ask much of you. I just need you to walk through the Wyrdness and burn as many candles as you possibly can. And then bring back whatever's left of them. I'll be able to recycle at least some of the materials into new candles. Maybe even better candles. It's too bad that most people who use them never come back.
Okay.
I know where you're going with this question. You think I use human remains to make my candles? Bollocks.
He steps towards you, arms wide open.
Don't know who told you such ridiculous things. But next time, I promise I'll...
After some abundant cursing, he sighs and calms down.
To make a candle, you need fat. And a few other things you just don't need to know about. But mostly it's fat. Now, tell me, when did you last see a well-nourished human? These hands are the only human component I need. My hands and my skill. It's enough to use one's brain for a second to understand this.
Okay, well at least that increased our trust. Good. I don't know whether I should keep pushing him on this or whether that will just annoy him. But go on.
I might as well tell you a bit. The other room is full of things that no sane human should witness. Remains of weird spawn aren't a pretty sight, let me tell you. But there's enough fat in them for decent candles. Also, their blood is contaminated by... Well, you'd have to ask the druids about that. Because the process is complicated. And weird candles are fragile. A whole batch can be ruined in the blink of an eye. I don't want anyone, and I mean anyone, wandering around in that room.
Okay. Alright, what can you do? Map-related upgrades. Increase the healing power of Milestones. Okay, currently you'll heal 5 hit points. Oh my god, what do you need? Tallow. You earn tallow by walking and burning weird candles. Okay. Fine. Doesn't sound too difficult. Milestones damage boost. Increases the damage bonus available on milestones. Armor boost. Reveal all NPCs on the map. Is this a... Reveal all locations on the map. I don't know whether this is something I should be doing. I guess I should be doing this at the beginning of a run. I assume it's... Yeah, because anything that's wealth is run specific, right? That's why you don't like checkpoint saves in games. You have to be able to save and know exactly when you're reloading. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind checkpoint saves as long as they do it regularly. They've also got some way that there's no possibility of it getting corrupted as well. So like they do, you know, multiple different checkpoint saves. That's like the ideal thing. So you don't have to worry about saving it. But if it does crash, you're not going to lose anything. Reveals every run as it's using wealth, not tallow. Right, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so no point doing those now. Alright, so that's map upgrades. Weird candles, so we can buy weird candles. Duration 50%. So kind of crappy weird candle. Or is that... Are the candles we've currently got 50% duration? What does that mean, 50% of what we've got now? Maybe it means 50% of what we've got now. But either way, that's useful having the ability to buy some more. Boss weird candles. Increases the number of weird candles you get after defeating each boss. Okay. That needs tallow as well. Oh yeah, and I guess the fact that we get tallow from burning candles in the Wyrdness, I mean, that just encourages us to always have a candle lit. Okay, cool. Good, I think he's the last guy that we needed to recruit for the village, right? So that is good. Blacksmith. Do we have enough to upgrade your abilities now? This upgrade is permanent. Okay, so if we do this, he will start having rare runestones in the shop, which seems like that would be a good thing to have. What other upgrades? They're all so expensive. Yeah, let's add one rare. And let's buy that, in fact. And then we can combine those ones. I wish you could access the menu while you're still in there, but... So, the cracked Theo. In weapon slot, after killing an enemy, gain 175% damage. After killing an enemy, draw 2 cards with cost reduced by 1. So I wasn't actually using that one, but that will give me more of those, that dust, right? So
The blacksmith.
It's worth doing that as much as possible. Oh, you can press the hotkey for runes or items. What's the hotkey? Oh, wait, hang on. Wait. My runestones. Okay, I definitely can't click it. What's the hotkey for it? But I can do it from here, weirdly. So, I guess I can always just go back one. Do you use this transmutation or exchanging much? I must admit, I haven't quite got my head around it. Options, keys, runestones. Makes sense. Well, what do you know? Thank you very much. That's useful to know. Do I want to add a common one? I've got so many runestones. The odds are I would get one that I can use to... I guess we should be trying to like craft as many, like merge as many of these, right? To get as much dust as possible. Although, I don't know, is it worth it? Swap one of my runestones to another of the same rarity. I just find this interface not very intuitive. I guess those are all the ones that I've got. Got multiples of some of them, don't I? I just find it very awkward. So we're not going to bother with that. You did at the end of your runs? Okay. Alright. Well, let's add one common one. Okay, so we can buy that. Then we can do the Cracked Man. Combine runestones. I don't know. I only got one runestone dust and I paid 5, but I guess that ability kind of persists, right? Alright, well let's figure out how to do this then. So exchange versus transmute. Transmute 3 of your own into 1 of the same rarity. Or swap. So the polished tier is that one. The rarity is common, so the quality level doesn't matter. That is also rarity. So wait, I can either swap one to another of the same rarity, or I can swap 3 to 1 of the same rarity. Why would I want to do that? Is that because in this case I get to choose which one I get? If you sort them, you can see what you have pairs of and transmute the others. Check items after sorting, as sorting sometimes removes consumables from slot. How do I sort them? Oh, in here. Right. Okay, so I can see like I've got 2 cracked Ethel, so I should try and... 2 cracked Ethel, 2 cracked Gar. So I should get rid of a cracked tier, cracked Stan, or cracked Elo. Or all 3. Cracked tier. Where's the cracked tier? I do find this super hard. So I gotta pick 3 there. Cracked tier, cracked Stan, cracked Elo. Cracked Stan. And then that became slightly lighter. And then I get to pick what it goes into. And I want a Ethel or a Gar. Do I care? I might care. If I then have 3 of them. And I've got 2 Ethels. So let's pick an Ethel. Weird interface. Really don't like the interface. Wait, I thought that meant I had 3. Hang on, I've got... Wait. I've got 4 polished Ethels. Don't I? Oh no, this is the quality level. Okay. Exchange sucks as it's random for 100 wealth. Right, okay. Yeah, okay, you're right. Whereas this, I can just pick them. Yeah, God, I wish the interface was better. Why isn't the interface better? All right. Am I actually going to be able to produce anything here, though? Like cracked gar. I'll then have 2 polished gar. Well, I guess. But what happens if I exchange? Oh God, yeah, this is just it's so much like hard work doing this. I really don't know if I can be bothered. Fine, let's do it for science. So what if we exchange 2 polished? Like if we exchange the level 2 quality ones, do we get a level 2 quality one back, or do we get a level 1 quality one back? Let's find out. Polished tears and a polished stan. Well, although maybe I want that to boost my... you know what? I can't be bothered. Honestly, I cannot be bothered. This is just fighting with the interface. That is just way too much like hard work. Goodbye, blacksmith. I'm actually basically almost fully healed, but I guess we are going into the final battle
all
next.
Here now, but it seems I was wrong. Their presence didn't rekindle my memories. But I suppose I have another idea. I've been talking with Neith, the seamstress, and she suggested that my memories aren't dependent on everyone being here, but on all of us being free of issues which plague our minds. Maybe if you help them out, maybe then my memories will come back.
Oh, okay. So I might as well use this now. Do I have to... I don't have to fight the 2 bosses, right? I just fight the 1 true boss now that I've got the hearts. It's only if you don't get the hearts that you fight the other guy. Because I guess if I'm fighting 2 more guys, then I should wait to rest, but otherwise I might as well do it now. Transmute all commons except tear into 3 cracked tears, and then merge the polished tears for a little bit more dust. The rune UI is bad and stingy rewards as well, but unfortunately the only way to get rune dust, yeah. Either one boss or the other, not both. Okay, so we will rest then. Alright, fine. Fine. Transmute all commons except tear into 3 cracked tears.
The blacksmith is...
Transmute all commons except tears. So we are going to end up with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 into a tier, which we can then, and then we can combine those. Okay, fine. Not the tiers. Common, you're common. You're common. You're equipped. Isn't he? Doesn't that mean he's equipped? Yes, so I don't want to do anything that's equipped. Oh god, it's reset everything. Common, not equipped. Common, not equipped. Common, not equipped, and not tier. Wait. Would he pick 3? Where's the 3rd? Hit this interface. Okay. Common. No, you're a tier. You're a common. Transmute. Yeah, it looked like the select button wasn't even highlighted. So we've now got 2 cracked tiers. Okay, I haven't screwed it up yet. Okay, tier. Okay, common, Stan, common, man, common, Ethel, transmute, crack tier. Then we can combine, and then we can combine. Whoa, a flawless tier. Maybe I should have done that with one of the ones I was using. Oh well. The first 3 turns of combat increase your damage by 100%. The first 3 turns of combat gain 75% armor. I should have done that, shouldn't I? Or maybe we didn't actually have enough. I don't know. I'm just doing this for rune dust, I guess, at this stage. And that's probably all I can do, right? Because the rare are just in a different tier. I should have done the calc. Well, no, the calc doesn't matter so much now because we're... In fact, the calc doesn't matter at all in there because we're not healing after every combat anymore. So, yeah. Thank you. So what do we want instead? After killing an enemy, draw 2 cards with cost reduced by 1. Retaliate 33% of received damage. We kind of don't want to receive damage. For every point of unused energy, draw 2 additional cards next turn. Reduce the maximum hit points of all enemies by 3%. First 3 turns of combat gain extra armor. At the end of the turn, deal 1 hit for 7 damage to all enemies. That actually sounds more useful. Because the bot, yeah, I think the one true boss is pretty horrendous, right? Last time we faced him with the summoner, who was able to hit every enemy. I should have gone for a Gar. Wait, could I turn the 2 calcs and the flawless tier into a polished Gar? But actually, no, maybe that's not as good. Maybe 2 hits for 7 damage is better than 1 hit for whatever, right? Other than I could put another thing in there, I suppose. I could do... I don't know, what is even that? I suppose cracked NYD, cracked NID. Not that I'm likely to have much unused energy. One hit for 12 with a flawless scar. I mean, I could reduce the max hit points of all enemies, right? If an enemy's got 2,000 hit points normally, I can't remember how much the end boss has got, but it's something like that, right? So, what's that? 10% would be... Oh god, that's not much at all, is it? 10% would be 200. I suppose that's not bad. 30 for every 1,000. Yeah, 60. Reduce it by 60. Or am I just better doing more damage to all enemies? I don't... Well, because that affects all enemies and reduces all enemies. Yeah, it's probably 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But I suppose it'll give us more dust, right? So maybe the 2 calcs and the flawless tier into a Gar. Wait, will we get a polished Gar though for it? What will we get? Let's find out. Polished calc. A flawless tier. I think I confused it. Oh, maybe because we have 2 of these. Yep. Select. What did we say we wanted? Gar. Is this gonna do it? No, because it's a cracked Gar and so that doesn't combine. Oh well, we got some rune dust, I guess. Yeah, if we could turn these into, like, yeah. Okay, we're done. Okay, but good to know. Transmute is the way to go. And yeah, okay. Fine. So blacksmith's done. Master Arms. Do we want to do anything? I don't think we do. Oh, we do have enough to actually do something. Draw more cards in the first turn. Yeah. It's a bummer. I mean, it's the most affordable thing, so I guess we go for this one first. I mean, it is an advantage. It is an advantage. And there's nothing else to spend the card shreds on other than this stuff, right? So, I mean, really these things are things to save up for once we've kind of bought the cheap stuff, I guess. So, sure. God, so expensive. The prices are too high, Master at Arms. Too high. Did we try? Hang on, did we buy a candle? Could we buy a candle?
Good to see.
We might want to buy one. Because we're kind of running low, right? And then this will be burning the hearts of the Guardians to summon the true boss. But that will be next time. So, until then, thank you everybody for watching. Thanks AJ for the advice and tips. Yeah, particularly with the blacksmith, that was a bit fiddly there. And enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, this is BDLIV signing out. Bye for now.